Okay, this is gonna be a similar video to the one before, probably, where I don't know what this is gonna be. I guess you know because I've titled it. If it's going up. I just couldn't help but talk about this because I've recently been getting into listening to Charlie Puth, the music artist, and the song Then There's You. I heard it different when I put it on just now, and the lyrics go, there's beautiful and then there's you, and like naturally he's speaking, I presume, that there's beautiful and then there's you, but I was hearing it like there's beautiful and then there's you. And that just made me so happy. I laughed for a while at that, and then I wrote it in my basket thing of notes, which I guess we'll get some notes. It reminded me of Shrek also. Okay, are we making these piles? What are we doing? I'll take you and I'll take you. And this is for the intro pile. Feels like unwrapping, what are they called? Chinese, they get like Chinese crackers. Cookies. Fortune cookies. Ah, fortunes. This is your fortune. Let your guards down. I love that there's an S on that. Like, let multiple of your guards down. You know, the guards you keep downstairs, like outside of your house with like a spear protecting you. You've let them down. Oh wait, there's another one. I guess the intro guys are getting two. I have the power to heal my pain. Yippee! Yahoo! Yeah, this message feels very clear, like everything is okay. In that you have the power to heal your pain, and thus there will come a time where it is healed and there is no pain. I know that there's a lot I personally have encountered, at least, of people saying you're never fully healed, but I don't agree with that. What's the point of there being an unhealed if there's not also a healed? And it depends on what one's definition of like healing and healed is, but I just think it's a bit silly, and it's trying to soften maybe an unhealthy pattern that is in the like spiritual community, but I think that it's trying to soften it with lies, which I'm not for. Okay, but you know what is for? These 1, 2, 3, 4. I had something else to say. Maybe it's about the intro, that message. Allow yourself to feel healed. I'm gonna channel some, I was gonna say music then. I'm gonna channel some music for you. Allow yourself to feel at home already. I do feel that sense of home and groundedness, feel that presence of love. But I also want to say, or ask you, what it is that you desire to feel is already present. Perhaps what are you seeking that is already a state that is available to you? And you can allow it to come to you. Simply opening, letting those guards down. Yeah, I can hear that, like, you letting them down. I wonder if there's a part of it, actually. I wonder if for you to release control, release burden, you feel like you're letting something down. My first image of that was parents, but then the second primary image was more like a community. I wonder if you've almost sat yourself in place within a unhealed community, and to feel okay is then to not be a part of that community if that is centered around always needing to progress. And this state that you might be feeling called to step into is the lack there of progression. There is the state of being there already. Being at what you desire. Being the desire. Feeling the desire. Achieving, yeah. I feel like there could be a tendency with this collective to love the chase, to love the, and I'm not saying love in a that's your genuine feeling, but to feel a sense of safety, like that is your guard, that is your shell, your coping mechanism, your safety that has been learnt, not actually a safety that is of more loving, a more aligned, truthful state of soul being. What was I saying? Felt like that was the safety? The protection, yeah, it's like always being on the move is, or on the move upwards maybe, is that protection. And I just got the image of a shell like cracking and disintegrating, and what's left is revealed. What's left is revealed, yes, it is indeed revealed. What is left and revealed is you. Yeah, it's you. It was you! Okay, that's the intro's message. Shall I show you the papers? Shall I open them? No, I won't open them for you to read, but I will show you them. To pick your piles. Pick them. Go on. Okay. Hello, pile selection. This is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. That's very fun. I might start doing that in more readings. Moving them like that. Okay. Are you done? Are you done? I bet you are. And if you're not, then you can just pause. And you can pick a reading and then watch it, or you can pick it and then not watch it, or then you can watch another one, or you can not watch the other one and just watch the other one, or the other one. Okay, welcome in pile number 1. I'm noticing that I've got the camera a bit different to usual, which is showing my little heart pillow, and he's my he's my little friend who's becoming more special to me since a spider has been around in that corner, and he kind of made, I think it was actually maybe when my other pillow was there also, but it felt like he had kind of made this his home behind it. That's when I went like, huh, to see if to just make sure I wasn't squashing squashing him on it. I think he might have relocated though. So maybe there's a message of relocation, maybe there's a message of comfort. The first thing was actually more though, and release, because I'm feeling really drawn to my smoky quartz point being specific, because it feels like this is something that you're intentionally releasing, or there's a direction with it. You might even be aware of where it's being released to. That's a cool concept. Rather than just letting go and allowing, it's like, I'm gonna put this over here. What was I saying? The main message I felt was something about the spider. I had said the spider... I said that the pillow feels more special since the spider made it its home. Which felt like a significant message for you, which I can't quite see yet. Need to burp. I like water burps. Water. Releasing emotion. What emotion are you releasing? Feels like a tension within your heart. Heart. And white, it's cleansed, it's cleared. I have a red one, so it's not that it would make it less significant if I didn't have a red one. I'm trying to see the message in that. Are you perhaps putting more... Are you perhaps trying to logicalize releasing what you are being drawn to release? Yeah, that's come up twice now. Logicalizing, because I said I love this more, and this wasn't like I was trying to make this up with logic, but this was the truth, which this will probably make sense in a bit. I was saying that I love this more because of something, like because of what had happened with the spider, and I was saying that it's more important that this is the one I'm showing because of another thing that I have. I feel like you're trying to justify something. You're trying to justify what you're releasing, what you want to release. I feel like you're in a very clear state of mind. You can see what it is. You definitely have a situation at hand here. Something you're wanting to release, and you're trying to search for justification for it, or you're trying to hold on. You may have already found your justification, your logic. And this isn't to say logic is bad, it's just that I feel like you're trying to hold on, attach to particular logic that isn't the true logic. It's a conditioned logic as opposed to an unconditional logic. By that I mean it's like me saying I want to put this banana back in the bowl, and me saying it's because it's like a Tuesday, and for me to eat a banana on a Tuesday would be unhealthy for my right arm. Well, that may be true. I don't know if that is true, it could be true. Well, that may be true. The truthful reason, from one perspective, the truthful unconditional reason for me is actually I don't want this banana. I'm not actually putting it away because it's not for health reasons. I'm putting it there for heart reasons. So yeah, there's something where it's like there are logical reasons why you're releasing this thing, and you could very well express them, have them in your mind that this is a truth about the situation. However, you're being called to release your attachment to it because there's a truer truth. There's an emotional truth that at least goes alongside with it. But I think is the main thing. I want to hold my green aventurine now. I will open this, but not yet, because I still have another message. What is it? It's what I said, but it's just not fully clicked. It's because I keep I feel like I haven't said fully about the attachment to this logic, but I have. I guess you just are attached to it still, and I've explained it, and I'm wondering why you're still attached, maybe? There's no need to overanalyze. Just feel. Yeah, that's the whole message for you. Just feel. Purely feel. That's all there is to it. There's no need to explain yourself. There's no need to try and shift other people's views of your situation or of your choice. It's coming from your heart. You know where you're going, you know why you're doing this, and let that be enough. Yeah, there's no need to prove yourself. It's okay. And look at that, there's another love heart. I love love. Don't you love love? It's okay. And a smiley face. I feel like that's your reading. That was a quick one. Is that it? Yeah, this was a sticky note. I wonder if that has significance to you. It's no longer sticky. Or is it? Whoa, it's like kind of got a tiny bit of stick left, even after it's been years and years since I wrote this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that message with the stickiness is just... Whoa, that's an aeroplane. It's like one of the really small, I mean not small, well kind of small, low down aeroplanes. Yeah, I feel like this thing that you're releasing, it's still holding a grip on you. Even though this could be something you've already released and you're trying to justify the fact that you did release it all that time ago. It's still, it's almost completely unsticky, it's almost completely shed, but there's still a part of you that isn't completely okay, isn't completely at peace with it. And that is coming from the sense that you're not okay and that you need to justify your actions. Yeah. Okay, everything is okay. I'm gonna do a tiny bit of sound healing for you to just knock those last little stickies off. Okay, through love. Oh, that did it. This is not an action that I'm familiar with doing, or it feels more new to my mind. I feel like that is what this heart-centered shift is. It might just feel a little off. Not off in that it doesn't feel natural and right. It feels like it flows really well, but it just may feel shocking how different you can feel. Yeah, it's like your body flows again. You forgot that it can flow this way. It's like particularly your left shoulder more than your right. Some of you who are more into body symbolisms may understand the significance of that, but from the little I know, left side of the body is for femininity. So it's again about these emotions. Okay, yeah. I feel like there may be a brief period of I don't even know what to call it. A little unease. And then once it's shed, it's gonna feel like you're the you that you had forgotten. And I feel like you'll feel very energized. I just like saw a stream of more masculine energy come forward once this feminine energy is healed. Particularly cleared is an energy that wants to, or is a word that wants to make itself known. Cleared. Okay, namaste, I love you. That is your reading. Let's get pile number 2. Put your paper back. I kind of want to open pile 2 before. Welcome in, pile 2. I already want to open your paper. You feel mysterious somehow. I'm curious what your reading will be about. Be willing to get hurt is your little paper dude thing. Be willing to get hurt. Okay, let's tap into this energy. I got a very strong image for you, but I'm not quite sure if it's relevant to... Okay, it is relevant. Okay. Essentially it feels like a great like devilish feeling, or some sort of creature that you feel very afraid of, and yet it's also like coming up within you. It feels quite brown, and kind of square or pointy. It's giving me like minotaurs, those things, those vibes, which is interesting. It feels like that is what comes up within you when you look something in the eye. I actually want to get another card for you. And I'm also really wanting to know how, yeah, okay, that's it. How slow I feel like I need to be with you. I feel like that is your guidance. I wonder if you're a little bit feeling like you either have to withhold yourself completely or fully open to a particular energy that is scary for you. And your message is that it's okay to take it slow, and it's okay for you to do what you can to feel more comforted as you take like baby steps. Yeah. We can get a Beyond the Myriad card. Slow and steady, and take lots of breaths. Deep breaths. That's what I want to say for you. You don't need words. You don't need words. I wonder if you feel like you need to change in some way, or that you need to push yourself. I feel like you need to push yourself in a certain way. Okay, Okay, here's your card. Journey to wholeness. I'm gonna read all of this. Or just show it, the card for you to read. Yeah, steady path. And the reason why you're being called to take the steady path is because you are hurt. And I feel like part of this be willing to get hurt is actually more like recognizing that you have been willing to get hurt and that perhaps you did, or it seems very quite obvious that you did. And I want to say that you weren't wrong to put yourself, or to words are really hard for you. I feel like you have experienced something that perhaps you desired to experience, but it was like an offshoot of that desire. It wasn't what you thought it was, or wasn't what you were trying to achieve. It was close but not it, and that hurt you. And you may have then closed off to trying again to get the true thing, the non-offshoot, but the truth of what you really want and what you wanted. And there's a call to allow yourself to be aware of how you feel, and thus how you can nurture yourself and hold yourself as you walk back towards that which you truly do desire, because it never became unavailable to you. You were just on a journey back to that wholeness, back to that truth, back to that heart-aligned desire, soul-aligned desire. I feel interesting that I'm saying the word desire, because it felt more like you're making yourself, you're coming back to yourself. It's like the desire was yourself, but I feel like perhaps the offshoot was created in order for you to understand that. It's like this offshoot that you got instead of what you truly desired was almost a way to push you into recognizing the truth of what is the core of that desire so that you can achieve it. Which isn't to say that pain is necessary in order to achieve soul recognition and soul embodiment, understanding of our desires, but it seems like this has been the path that you have taken. And recognizing that will help you to feel more at peace with yourself, and that very peace is what that core desire is, that feeling of yourself, the feeling of being in your body is what it feels like, of knowing who you are. Knowing who you are to the degree that you understand within your bones. I heard within the grit of your teeth, or the grit in your teeth. I don't know if that, or I don't know what that means. Within the, okay, something about understanding so deeply that it's understanding so deeply who you are that it isn't able to even be questioned that you could lose it. And I feel like to understand that level of, this is something that I am, it's not something that I can lose, you experience somewhat of a loss of that self. To redirect you to the truth that what you're really seeking isn't something that can be lost. So it's not to say that you had to go on that offshoot, but it's that because of where you were and what you didn't have awareness of, you did go in that direction that you thought was the truth of this core, and you found out that you weren't seeking, or you weren't understanding that which you were truly seeking. And it feels like it's your message is be willing to look back at what you really are seeking. And that doesn't have to mean that you disregard maybe the vision you had of it. It's not to say, like, perhaps this was something quite physical, and what you're understanding more now through this experience is that actually what you really desire is something more internal, more metaphysical, more ethereal, intangible in nature. But that's not to say that this physical desire is something you have to let go of. It's just that you're now understanding the duality, the oneness of that physicality and the undermakings, the interwinglings of what that is actually made out of for you. Because we all have our different relationships with physicality, for example. And I want to say the words, or the phrase, an energy is what you make of it. In other words, take your own personal experience, relationship with your desire. I want to say, don't let go of your dream. Don't let go of that which you know that you want. Don't let go of it. You know you want it. Your mind may just think that simply that you can't have it, but there's like more to it than that. Someone in my house has just started playing the violin, which feels significant for you in this reading. And I heard, let the music play. Let yourself dream again, because that dream was never lost, and it was never intended to this experience was never intended to discourage you. It was a part of the journey. It's not necessarily that that it was put on your path to, like, quote unquote learn a lesson. The way I want to explain this is, like, it's not illogical what happened. It's just a matter of fact of, okay, this is what you thought your desire was, you went towards it, and then you realized that actually this is a distortion of what my true desire is. Oh, this is what my true desire is. This is like taking I want to guide you to take more control, or take more of a logical standpoint on the experiences that you've had and the experiences that you're wishing to direct yourself towards, the experience that is you, because it makes far more practical sense, rather than some of you may feel like you were unsupported, or that you weren't being cared for at this time, or that, like, it was put on your path, but it was more that you chose to walk in this direction, you chose to walk in this energy, because that's what you knew at the time, and now you know more, and now you can walk in a new direction. you can walk towards love with even more wisdom. It's not that you, I want to say again, it's not that you needed to somehow have these experiences to gain more wisdom to find the true desire. It's really simple that you just didn't have that wisdom. And had you have had the epiphany, oh, this is the way I can move and direct my energy in life, I can have this, then you would have, but you simply didn't. So this was the way you moved, and now this is the way you can move. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that might have clicked for some people, reiterating that way. So yeah, I think that's your reading. Be willing to get hurt is the message, not because you will need to get hurt, but because you can allow your dream to be a reality. You can allow your dream to be true. You can allow yourself to see the truth of all experiences, which is that they're all available to you. Yes, that's what I'll leave your reading on. All experiences are available to you. Yes. Okay. Pile number 2, I love you very, very, very much. And namaste. And fwang! Oh, your paper didn't land in the box. See? See? That's what I'm talking about. It wasn't like... I feel like I haven't explained it well. It's fine. The energy's come through somehow. I feel seeds being planted. Yeah, it's like, I feel like you get caught up in your head in this, but you don't need to be. It's just simply about leaning back over and trying again. I'm not even going to tell you if that went in, because that's not the point. The point is that you can try again. Yeah, you know the box exists. You know that the first time you just missed, and you can try again. Yeah, okay. I like that analogy. I feel like that explained it well. Gulp. I didn't show you your card. For any of you who remain, I guess it was mostly for you. Or completely for you. Dang, dang, dang. I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to like coolly flop it in my hands. Bonk. I had to push your box back again. Try again. Try again. For your heart, for your soul. For the experience of love. Love within your body. Okay. Love within the universe. Love that is the universe. Okay. Pile number 3. Welcome in. Let's see what your note says, shall we? I feel a spicy energy with you. Okay. Admit you're pissed. Well, it says yeah. Admit you're pissed. Because there's hurt beneath that. Okay, well, I guess that's what that spicy energy was. Fire. Pissedness. I guess I'll show you because the energy on the paper is what wanted to come through for you, if that is actually going to focus. Admit you're pissed because there's hurt beneath that. I want to say donk. Bonk. Something went wrong. Quote unquote wrong. Wrong to your ideas, your standards, your perspective of what that would be. Okay. Admit you're pissed because there's hurt beneath it. I wonder if that's quite a simple message of you feel like you shouldn't be feeling the way you feel. You don't want to be angry, but stopping yourself from feeling that anger is not recognizing the truth of that anger. It's not understanding that emotion, and understanding that emotion will bring forth the understanding that it's coming from a space of pain within you. Something went quote unquote wrong, and that hurt you, or that caused a ripple effect. Essentially, I want to say for you, emotion is directing you towards what you truly desire. It's showing you what your desires are, because it's showing you, for example, with being annoyed or hurt, it's showing you what they aren't. It's showing you the whys of the world and their relationships with you. I feel like your message is simple also. This is a cool set of readings. They're very simple and to the point. Feel your feelings. What are you feeling? How do you feel? There's something that has caused you pain, and that pain is still there. Whether you want it to be there or not. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not saying that I know, but this is a reflection of the energy you're in, so question whether you do feel hurt. What emotions do you feel? What perhaps is creating the sensory experience of your vessel, or of your external, or of your internal, however you want to say life, yourself. What is yourself feeling like right now? What is the experience you're having? Break it down. Break it down. Some of you might find it fun, enjoyable to make this more of a playful experience. For example, I saw someone listening to music and like chilling on their bed and writing in diary, just putting their feelings out. And the message of that for everyone here, regardless if that's the way you want to navigate this or not, is to have a sense of detachment with this emotion. There's a sense that it's something quite heavy that you could get lost in, and perhaps that is why you're not wanting to delve into it, because you don't want that feeling of being stuck within this emotion. Perhaps you're trying to move on from this experience that caused the pain, and you are trying to do that through pushing forwards as opposed to releasing and looking at the anchor that's actually holding you, tying you there. So sometimes it's more necessary for us to really feel into emotions in order to truly get to the core of them. However, I feel like for you it will be very obvious what the core of them are. So that's why there's a particular message that you can do this lightheartedly, because the heavy-heartedness will flow. You can allow yourself to flow through this with a sense of, I feel like I'm using the word sense a lot for you. It's like you are very like extrasensory, so you don't need to try to go into the emotion will be very readily available to you, and it's more just simply about allowing it space, allowing it to like admit is the first word that it says. Allowing, what's that word, like admittance, allowing it to exist, admitting that it exists. That's basically all you need to do. And not in a way that's like having it come up, seeing, yes, I feel you, and then pushing it back down again. Like, no, I don't want you to be there. Admitting you feel that way and seeing the reason why you feel that way, and Allowing that to be a releasal in and of itself. Understanding that you're not feeling hurt because you did anything wrong, or that, yeah, I guess that's it, because my mind is going blank there. You didn't do anything wrong. This feeling is simply showing you what occurred. So allow that to be a truth. I wonder if some of you are also trying to be extra sensitive and gentle towards circumstances that may have caused this pain. And your guidance there is to simply recognize the truth. Simply recognize the truth. This happened and this is the result of it. Full stop. Yeah, full stop. Nothing more to it than that. See the truth and that is it. And that's what the explanation of the lightheartedness was trying to get at. That there's no more to it than simply seeing it. Allowing the truth to be the truth. And not trying to hide that. I'm not saying you have to go out and express it to the world, but have it be allowed. That is your reading. Ugh, another burp. Okay, is that it? Quite a few hurt messages in this video. Okay, I love you, pile number 3. Namaste. And I'm using namaste. I wonder why. That is how I'll finish that sentence. Okay. Pile 4, final pile. Unless you decide to continue on. What does that mean? Do you know what that means already? Unless you get hide. Maybe there's something that's difficult to continue, but you actually want to. Your note says, I'm already successful. Is pile 0 significant for you? I am already successful. No amount of added action/results can add to all that I am. I am success. My existence is success, is enough. Let's see if I can show this, if anyone is interested. Maybe you're a picture kind of person. What words begin with P? Poo, plenty, pear, pineapple. I'm not saying that. Yeah, you've done it. Time to play. Unless you decide to continue forwards. I wonder if that is also like, the choice is yours. You are enough already, and if you want to continue progressing and moving and claiming more versions of success that you deem to be of that label, then that is a personal choice to move towards that. But there is enough already. You are enough already. You have always been and always will be, and thus completely are in the present moment, all that you could ever achieve. You're all the greatness, grandness, success, enoughness that will ever be available in the grandness of all that is, because you are all that is. Yeah, I like that vision. Imagine the things that you're wanting to achieve, these things that you see as successes. Now, imagine the core of their energy. Now, recognize that all of that is your own makeup. The very essence of who you are is reflected in the very essence of what all of that is. Feel that. I heard readiness actually. So it's kind of a message of capability. You already are capable. You're already worthy. I feel a bit weird saying that word, but I feel like that could hit home for some of you. You're worthy of that which you desire. I feel like citrine could be a remembering crystal for you. I want to get some sacred geometry cards for you, or a sacred geometry card. Remembering, because I want another word for that. Pucka, 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 pucka. There's something about the letter P. Play! Did I not say play? I feel like I didn't say play. Pardon me? Practice? Plenty. You are plenty. There is plenty. Plenty is you. Plentiful. Park. Power. There's a lot of words beginning with P, aren't there? There may be a post. Oh, P! There may be a post that... Okay, I'm getting two messages. There could be a post on my channel that has a message in for you. Because I think the very first post that I did, the only caption I put was yeah, so there could be a post that's significant, or when you see a post and it feels like a confirmation of something for you, this is an added confirmation that that is confirmation for you. Something is going to resonate for some of you. It's like something you see. I heard the word Instagrammable. Throat chakra. Now, I'm just going to take a moment to cover up my pissed offness that this does not begin with a P. But you know what? 5 in Welsh is pimp. Aha, so it did. And it is above throat chakra, especially the first thing that this card says is pimp. Okay, the frequency of... I just heard someone... I've never heard that before. Someone just heard that as like P-I-M-P, like a pimp. Now I'm remembering from Friends when Phoebe goes to that guy's parents' house and the mother says, "A pimp spat in her mouth." Spat. A pat. Now I'm seeing like Apache dog, like a Dalmatian. Anyway, no, the word pimp in Welsh is not one and the same with pimps. The frequency of the throat chakra, the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. Maybe some of you are interested in numerology also. I'm not sure what number P is. The back of the deck is coherence. 13. I don't know any languages that have that as a P. The frequency of coherence supports... I'm just hearing like the P in every word now. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we desire. I'm going to read that again for you because... Yes. The throat chakra just kind of flew over my head. Expression. Something about the throat chakra, probably. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality we desire. I am already successful. No amount of no amount of added action / results can add to all that I am. And it is in that understanding that you are already enough, that you do not need anything to be worthy of that which you desire. Finish that sentence for me, please. Please! See? That's why I couldn't finish it. Yeah, there's something that you're wanting, that you're feeling like you need to have more than you are, to be more than you are, to align with, to be able to hold, to allow yourself to receive, to allow yourself to be in the realm of the holding, the being, havings of. And your message is I can't think of a cool P word that means that. Okay, I think I finished. I had another sentence, but you know what? This reading is enough. I am enough. Now it's making me thinking of a choo-choo train. Choo-choo. Yeah, something that you want, that you feel like you need to be more, that you're not worthy of to have, but actually you are worthy of it, and you can have it, and you don't need to do anything to deserve it. You just do deserve it, because you're you. Because you are it. Okay! Done. Wouldn't it have been cool if I could have like flown that in the air and then also simultaneously clicked off? That do be what cool editing dudes be doing, don't it? See, that was a bit too many D's for my liking, although D flipped is a P, I think. Yeah, okay. See ya. Johnny.